This is Kim Kilpatrick, coordinator of GTT program, and I'm here at the 4th Annual Tech and Service Day in Ottawa at City Hall with the organizing person and founder. I think it was your idea,
Yes.
Marsolais.
Yeah, hi Kim.
So thank you again for doing all this work to bring everybody together in such a great way. And how do you feel now you're almost 3/4 of the way through, I guess?
I have to say I'm really pleased. I'm so happy. You know, I start off in the morning bouncing off the walls going, oh my God, I hope everybody shows up. But I think we broke our record from last year of 150 people. And it's right now we have Dr. Hurley upstairs presenting, and I hear it's standing room only. So that's good. And it's been a nice flow all throughout the day. So I think I'm really pleased.
And tell me why you started this. What got you motivated to take this on?
Well, as a person who's blind myself, I really felt that it was important to educate and let people, inform people what's available to them so that they can make good choices. Like, as you know, so much of material is not accessible to us. You know, like 5% of print material is available, so that's it. So I wanted to just show people what's out there, open the doors, break down barriers to just knowledge, information. I also wanted to get people to know what services are out there, like the get-together clubs, the Volunteer Ottawa, the National Art Gallery, Stimulating the Senses, and all the different services, the employment services. Just, I want to make sure that our clients of all ages can make wise decisions with proper information.
Yeah, and I know that for me and other people too, they like to check out the gadgets and the things that people sell because it's hard to picture it until you've actually held it in your hand or touched the buttons or made that.
Exactly. Also, too, you know, Kim, for yourself, probably over the years, that it's very easy to become isolated. And with technology, it really opens the door for all of us, for a lot of us. You know, we can be just like everybody else. We can have accessible technology, whichever that is to all of us, you know, voice, large print, an iPhone, Victor Stream, whatever it is, we can be like everybody else. And, you know, we can Skype, we can FaceTime, we can Twitter, we can Facebook. We can do all kinds of things like everybody else. We can stay communicated and connected and engaged in our community like everybody else. And isn't that the most important thing, that we stay engaged with everybody?
Yeah, and it's changing all the time and getting easier than when we were first dealing with this. Well, you know, when I was first typing without any ability to proofread or, you know, all of the things that we had to carry around, huge 4-track tape recorders and enormous
ginormous CCTVs.
Yeah, and things, and now it's in your pocket. You know, the other thing I really respect you for on this is also the help that people receive. A lot of times when people are blind and they go to some of these exhibits, or not blindness exhibits, but, you know, say you go to a fair about something or recreation thing, or you get in the door and you have no idea where people are and who they are and what the organization does, and you stand in a line, and then sometimes you get to the front and it's not something you would have wanted to go to. So I think it's great you have the volunteers that bring people around and explain what's where and who has, you know, where they can go to do that. So
well, it's so important to me as a user, a client, and to the CNIB, we try to do as much as we can to make things accessible. So that's my goal every year. And being a rehab teacher, an ILS teacher, you know, it's all about Braille and large print. And so to me, I mean, as a client, if I go to a mall or anywhere and I don't have anybody to help me, that can be quite frustrating and annoying, right? You kind of avoid a lot of situations. So I want to make it as accessible as possible, like you said, either sending out emails in advance of all the table lists, the workshops, you know, having the guides bring people around, all that stuff. I just want to make it as accessible as possible. So thank you so much for that, Kimberly.
With your client hat on, is there something today that you came across that really excites you, like some future either group or
you know, the sad part is, Kim, I haven't had a chance.
No.
Every time I turn around, because I'm the main organizer, people have tons of questions and interviews. And so I've been around to all the vendors to make sure they got their lunch vouchers and say good morning and welcome them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have had no chance to say hi to, like, really look. But thankfully, I am doing some workshops and collaborations with, like, yourself, with GTT and Neil Squire Society. They actually, with my suggestion, got purchased Zoom Text and System Access, so that when they're teaching employment programs, they're accessible now. I'm doing more work with the National Art Gallery. So I'm getting to know people, and that's my biggest thing, is to network and make more programs open to our clients.
That's great. And you did tell me this morning that next year is the 5th anniversary.
It is.
And what is the date already?
It's already this September the 20th.
September 20th,
From 10 to 5. Yeah, and it's right here in this same hall, Jean Piggott Hall.
And 5th anniversary, so you want to do some very special things, I think.
Yeah, so if anybody out there has any ideas, like I would like to get the new, I just heard the Google just put the a new group together to come out with some wearable eyewear and different things, so I would love to get that out, or maybe the vibrating, the shoes.
Eye beacons too.
Yeah, the eye beacons, just to get all the new exciting stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Let's get our fingertips on that and let's try it, and maybe even have this whole place wired for sound and tagged so that people could come in with their, their cell phones or blind square, and so that's going to be my big goal, and I know you've been really interested, so maybe we can have a team and work together on it, Kim, to make it even more accessible next year.
And so if anyone does want to get in touch, if they have ideas for workshops or for exhibits or things they want, how is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can send me an email at richard.marsolais@cnib.ca.
And that's MARSOLAIS.
That's correct. Or they can text me at 613-290-1462. Drop by CNIB and talk to me. I think there's a lot of ways.
Or call the CNIB
call the CNIB at 563-4021, extension 5029. So, and I'd love to hear from everybody. I want to make it a big and exciting year next year. So, yeah, if you got ideas, please share them.
And Richard is on his way to, there's going to be, now, is this the first year there's 3 tech days in Eastern Ontario?
No, over the past few years, quite a few years in Kingston, but they only have it every other year.
Okay.
But this is my first one in Lanark County, which covers like Perth, Smith Falls, Carleton Place, Elmont. So at the Civitan Club tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock, we'll have most of all the high-tech vendors will be there, and one of the senior centers, the Smith Falls Blind Curling Club, and CNIB.
So by the time anyone hears this, it'll be done, but it's great that they're going to have it, and great that Kingston's also having it.
And they're having theirs on Thursday.
Yeah. So it's really great, and so if people do want to find out more, you can contact Richard, and I don't want to keep you longer. I know you're busy, but we really appreciate you talking to
Kim, just if I can throw in one quick thing, it's also on our Facebook, Twitter pages, and on our CNIB.ca under events calendar under Ontario, you'll find all the information as well.
Yeah, and for any other events coming up,
yes.
Well. And so thank you so much for all you do. It's so amazing to be here again as usual, and to be here with all these great people that care about blindness and
low vision.
And low vision.
Well, thank you, Kim. It's awesome, and it's awesome to be working with you as a team and with GTT and CCB. So thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.